everybody, I'm Silver Rincon, and this is Staying Healthy San Antonio, a health and wellness show that might actually make you feel better. And today we're talking about your largest organ, your skin. Do you know over the course of a year, experts say that you can ingest pounds of toxins either through deodorant or makeup. And it's not just women, men too. And we're going to talk about the truth and reality of what goes into our skin and how the medical industry is using your skin to sometimes even alleviate pain. So it's not just about cosmetics either. Also today, Jimmy Fegan, U.S. Olympic athlete who won the silver medal this past summer in London, joins us with more fitness tips. He talks to a local San Antonio gal who has some great advice for everybody. And local comedians Roman Garcia and Jade Esteban Estrada back in Comedian's Kitchen over at the San Antonio Food Bank with delicious, delicious recipes. Don't go away. You're watching Staying Healthy San Antonio.
I guess I had the typical worry most women do when they're about to turn 30. My metabolism had dropped. I was gaining weight a lot easier than I used to, and I was seeing my body change in a negative way. So I knew I had to make a choice. I had to do something, or else I was just going to go downhill in my fitness. I love Elite. It's definitely one of the most unique gyms in town. They've got literally everything you could want in a gym. The sprint track, all the machines, the free weight machines, the private rooms, the mini football field. So they've got everything you probably could want.
Staying Healthy San Antonio is brought to you by All-in-One Employment Solutions and Elite Athletics.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Staying Healthy San Antonio. I'm Silver Rincon, and today we're at Purity Botanicals, a place that specializes in skincare. And they don't just do facials here, they do a number of other things. And we're going to talk about the truth behind skincare, not just with the experts here, but with dermatologists as well. As you know, there's tons of places that promise to take care of your skin, and not just over the counter, but in boutiques and clinics as well. But this day and age, there's just so much confusion. So we're going to get the skinny on skincare.
It was so painful. It felt like a burn. It was just raw. It was raw skin.
Liza Matthews, a registered nurse, was suffering from a painful inflammatory skin disorder called seborrheic dermatitis, also known as cradle cap. Dermatologists say it can affect the face, neck, even your upper body, and it can be very painful.
My skin seemed to be multiplying. It would come out throughout the day where it would flake off, and then as soon as I would kind of do this, it would kind of slough off, and then I'd have raw again, and then it would multiply again, and I'd have a lot of buildup of skin cells, and it'd slough off, and then, you know, it was red again.
So, I mean, no offense, but it was kind of like a snake shedding its skin.
Yes, it's exactly
over and
what
over
it
and
was.
over.
Liza went to a doctor who said it was because of stress. Experts say many skin disorders can be caused by stress, but not just mental stress. Sometimes we stress our bodies out with what we eat or put into our skin or onto our skin. This is something Liza never considered.
The fact that it was natural, I never considered what was natural and what had chemicals. And
Liza says doctors gave her prescription creams to ease the pain and the skin loss, but
the redness and the raw that it left me with was very painful. It hurts too much, and I'm afraid.
Dermatologists we talk to say drugs and prescription ointments do work for many people, but every patient is different, and in any extreme skin condition, you should always talk to a doctor first. But these same skin experts also agree, stress and what you eat to deal with that stress does affect how you look. Carol Bly knows exactly what Liza went through, and this former restaurateur turned naturalist says she set out to develop Pure Botanicals to help people like Liza and herself.
That's what really works, are the powerful botanicals and not the fillers.
Although many dermatologists believe botanicals and essential oils are not enough to treat serious skin disorders, they concede eating better and natural oils can help.
The main thing that I tell my clients is, if it doesn't sound like you can eat it, don't put it on your skin.
Although Liza was skeptical at first, the advice has made all the difference in her life. For 2 years now, she has been pain-free since changing her diet on the inside and on the outside of her skin.
Look at the label, pick it up, read it, understand it, and if you don't, ask questions about it. You know, I think we take it for granted. Our skin goes through a lot. It's the forefront of, you know, it's right on the outside.
And for more information on how you can take care of your skin or just more information on Purity Botanicals, you can go to our Facebook page, Staying Healthy San Antonio, and we'll have more info right there. Coming up, don't go away, Olympic athlete and silver medalist Jimmy Fegan talks to us about staying fit. That's coming up right after the break.
I guess I had the typical worry most women do when they're about to turn 30. My metabolism had dropped. I was gaining weight a lot easier than I used to, and I was seeing my body change in a negative way. So I knew I had to make a choice. I had to do something, or else I was just going to go downhill in my fitness. I love Elite. It's definitely one of the most unique gyms in town. They've got literally everything you could want in a gym. The sprint track, all the machines, the free weight machines, the private rooms, the mini football field. So they've got everything you probably could want.
There's so much more to San Antonio than just the Alamo and Mexican food. I'm Michael Valdez, and I've spent most of my life traveling the streets of San Antonio. I'm constantly discovering cool things to do around our city, things you probably didn't know existed. From places to go, things to see, and of course, food to eat. That's what you'll see on The Valdez View, Tuesdays on Fox News at 9.
Promotional consideration for Staying Healthy San Antonio provided by San Antonio Food Bank, Culinary Institute of America, PRMP Group of Texas, RNB Media.
What's up, San Antonio? This is Jimmy Fegan, a 2012 Olympic silver medalist, and you are watching Staying Healthy San Antonio Fitness. I'm really excited about today's segment because we're dealing with something I don't know a whole lot about, the NPC, the National Physique Committee. And right here next to me, we have one of the competitors in this up-and-coming fitness competition. And joining me today, Stephanie Rodriguez.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm good. So, Stephanie, tell us a little bit about yourself and about these competitions.
I started competing back in 2005. And there's all kinds of competitors. We have bodybuilders, physique, we have fitness, we have figure, even bikini, and that's really blowing up right now, which I tried actually this year in July. And it was fun, but I really have a passion for the figure part. And what we do is quarter poses on stage, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of nutrition and exercises, about 3 months to prep for this sort of thing. Wow. As I joined this gym, I was introduced to actually the first Hispanic in the South Texas region, which is Bernadette Galvan. And I just was so in awe with her, and I was so motivated by her. I just thought, you know what, I could do that too. I could probably take my physique to somewhere where it's never been. And so I challenged myself, and I kept busy, and I just started making healthy changes with my eating habits. I had a busy schedule. I was working, going to school, and then I would go to the gym, and that was my day.
Wow. So did you just delve right into it? How did you pick up coming from a track background into this incredibly different world of weight training and intense nutritional stamina? Like, how did you do it?
It was a really big change. I knew nothing about weights. I knew nothing about, getting stronger, shaping my body. It really was a slow learning, trying to figure out what machines did what. So I was lucky to have some guidance through some of my friends who were competitors as well. And just kind of get into the groove of things. We'd hang out together, we'd talk nutrition together, and it was really just, just kind of learning, what things were feeding my body good and, what were some bad habits.
Thank you, Stephanie. That was quite an in-depth look at the world of the NPC. Now, don't go away. After the break, we're coming back with Stephanie, who is going to show us her fitness moves.
You want to know more.
More is better.
And you want to know first.
On air, online, or on your phone.
Fox News at 9.
In eye-popping HD.
Mike Valdez, Karen Martinez, and Alex Garcia. Know more, know first. Fox News at 9.
Eyelash extensions, world-famous products, and the magic of being beautiful. Right here at Salon Diva. Call for your appointment today.
What's up, San Antonio? I'm Jimmy Fegan. We're here with Staying Healthy San Antonio Fitness. And Stephanie Rodriguez is about to show us, well, what are you about to show us, Stephanie?
We're gonna show you how to do a thruster today.
Oh, good. Oh, well, here we go. Let's get into it.
All right, well, the first thing I'm gonna have you do is show me your squat.
Okay.
Basically, the squat is gonna be about shoulder width apart, your stance.
Okay.
There you go. And then we're gonna take your hips back and bend your knees at the same time with your arms forward so you can just kind of keep that balance.
Okay.
Ready? And down. All right. So that's the first breakdown. The second part of the movement is going to be a press, and that's going to be with the bar, and you're going to jump it up. So it'll look like this. To continue this press toward the ceiling, make sure your head comes through, and just make sure you don't hit yourself on the way up. Don't knock yourself out.
I'll try not to.
All right, let's see you do that push press part.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do is pick the bar up nice and slow. There you go, jump it up into that clean position. All right, what I'm looking for are your high elbows. And what you're gonna do is get a little bend in the knee, so you're gonna get a dip and a drive.
Okay.
Good, nice. I like that alignment, good. Come back into that beginning position. Okay, now we're gonna do the full movement, which is combine the squat with the push press. Are you ready?
Oh boy, I'm ready.
All right, here we go, ready? Nice. Get a couple more.
All right, okay. Easy as that.
Here you go, nice and low. Good. One more.
This is a workout, San Antonio.
What's beautiful about this movement is it's a function of movement. It works your core to the extremity, so you should feel it in your legs, midsection, in your arms.
I feel it everywhere, Stephanie.
Fabulous. All right.
So I did that all right, huh?
Yeah, that was fabulous. Good
job.
Wow,
that's a workout.
All right, so for those of you at home that don't have a bar, we do have a set of dumbbells that we can use for the thruster. And this is your beginning position. It'll be your end position as well. And we'll do that full squat, jumping it up overhead, come back down, squat, jump it up overhead.
Now keep in mind, San Antonio, Stephanie is a professional, so she makes us look bad when we do these. So do I keep the weights out in front of me?
So you're gonna hold, this is your beginning position, it's also your end position, so we'll do the same thing.
Okay.
We'll take the hips back and bend the knees, keeping your chest nice and upright, there you go. And then come up and explode at the same time. So you wanna jump even though it's a lighter weight.
Okay.
So you wanna come down and be explosive.
Okay.
Don't shoot through the roof there. It's just a little hop. Nice. Good job.
Feels hard. It's a workout all over, full body. I can feel the pounds coming off. All right, everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is Staying Healthy San Antonio Fitness. I'm Jimmy Fegan, here with Stephanie Rodriguez. We'll see you guys next week.
Next Saturday on Staying Healthy San Antonio Fitness, we have a real fitness celebrity, a world fitness champion. Monica Brandt joins us, and she has advice for every body and every lifestyle. That's next Saturday on Staying Healthy San Antonio. But right now, we have Comedian's Kitchen.
Welcome to Comedian's Kitchen on Staying Healthy San Antonio. I'm Roman Garcia.
And I'm Jade Esteban Estrada.
And we are here with our great friend Amber Ketchum, who is going over some amazing recipes with us. And Amber, we were talking a little bit about the community garden.
Yes, we have an amazing community garden here at the San Antonio Food Bank on site. It's right next to our building, and it's about 4 acres of land, so it's more like a little farm than a garden. But it's an awesome community effort, and so we get about 300 volunteers every month that come out. They help us pull weeds and plant and harvest and do all of the hard work in the garden, and all of that food that's produced there goes out to all of our agencies and food pantries all over our 16 counties that we serve.
Now, I have this dream of one day having a garden, but I know that I don't know how to do it right. Like, is there some kind of help of some sort?
It's not that he doesn't do it right, it's that he just doesn't take care of things. So, for a guy like Jade, who doesn't have a green thumb,
Well, anybody can garden. Anyone can do it. And we actually have really good classes here. We offer monthly classes at the food bank here in our garden. And so we have this whole training section where we have what's called square foot gardens. And the idea is that you can garden in a small space. So for people who don't have yards or just enough space or enough light in a certain area, they can do container gardening in a smaller area and get some really good fresh produce, and it's really simple.
Now there's some people who would say, who cares about fresh produce from an actual garden? I can just get stuff from H-E-B or La Fiesta. What is the advantage of growing something fresh?
Well, it's definitely an economical thing. So if you're growing your own produce, you're not having to purchase it. It tastes really good. And if you've ever tasted a tomato that's come out of a garden, just right out of the garden versus one at the store, they taste different, and you can tell.
We used to steal corn from the neighbors when I lived out towards Castroville, but it was pretty fresh.
That's actually where I'm from too.
Oh, I might have been you. I stole from it. Sorry.
They weren't her tomatoes.
Oh well, life comes full circle, doesn't it? So then, like you were saying, it is pretty cost effective then to have your own garden.
It is, and the other thing is it really teaches kids where our food comes from. And sometimes in our nutrition classes, we'll ask kids, you know, where does this food come from? And they just say H-E-B automatically, or the grocery store. And so it teaches them how
the neighbor's cornfield.
The neighbor's cornfield. So it teaches them food actually grows in the ground. People take care of these plants, and then you harvest it. It's the whole food process, like the farm to table concept.
Wow, awesome. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So it looks like we have a real interesting array of ingredients here, and we'll be putting that together when we get back, and we're going to have the best salsa, the freshest salsa, because these are our all natural fresh ingredients. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
San Antonio brings so much to my life, and I appreciate San Antonio because it's a part of who I am.
I think very highly of San Antonio. I've loved every minute living here and raising 3 children in this city.
The best part about San Antonio is how friendly the people are. It's as family friendly as you can get. Fox News First.
All local.
All morning.
Closed captioning brought to you by these fine sponsors: TPC Family Medicine and Urgent Care, and Purity Botanicals.
Eyelash extensions, world famous products, and the magic of being beautiful right here at Salon Diva. Call for your appointment today.
I guess I had the typical worry most women do when they're about to turn 30. My metabolism had dropped. I was gaining weight a lot easier than I used to, and I was seeing my body change in a negative way. So I knew I had to make a choice. I had to do something, or else I was just going to go downhill in my fitness. I love Elite. It's definitely one of the most unique gyms in town. They've got literally everything you could want in a gym. The sprint track, all the machines, the free weight machines, the private rooms, the mini football field. So they've got everything you probably could want.
And we're back, and we're about to make the most awesome salsa ever. So, Amber, tell us what you got going here.
Well, we're gonna make a delicious and healthy fresh apple salsa. And so in this bowl, I've got some diced apples, and I used Gala apples in here. So you can.
How fancy.
They're not that fancy.
They have little bow ties.
They're actually on sale at the time. So whatever apple you like that's on sale, that's what you use.
A woman after my own heart.
All right, and so the idea, this is a really interesting salsa because instead of using tomatoes, apple is the base. So that's the difference.
Why is that?
Just to kind of vary
Flavor
it a
thing?
little bit.
Okay.
It's really good. It's a different way to have salsa than how we're used to it.
And these chips, I'm noticing, are kind of a peculiar color. What's going on there?
These are actually some sweet potato chips. So they're tortilla chips, but they're made with sweet potato instead of with corn. And that's actually one of the things that you can serve it like this, or you can find baked tortilla chips that are a really good alternative for the salsa, but I thought they might be interesting to try today.
Or we could do tortilla chips, I guess.
Preferably the not fried kind.
Okay, not fried.
Yeah.
Boom, okay.
Okay, all right, so in this bowl, I'm gonna put some onions, and all of this is things that we grow around here. So if you have your own garden, this is something you can grow here in South Texas, and things that we grow here at the food bank in our community garden. So we've got a little bit of the red onions that are going in.
I did have a question. Like, you know, sometimes you see some people will grow their own vegetables, and then some people just go to the supermarket to get it. What is the advantage of growing your own as far as health is concerned?
As far as health, you know exactly what's in them. You know what you planted. You know if you used any pesticides or what kind of fertilizers you used.
Or steroids.
Or steroids, and you also
Mangetta water or filtered water.
And it tastes great. Awesome. It tastes so much better. It's very different than if you just purchase it from the store. And so in here, I just added some jalapenos, and I actually took all of the heat out. Yes.
They look like bell peppers.
Yeah, I know, because I took all the heat out. So all of the heat is in the seeds and the veins of those peppers. And so to make this a more kid-friendly recipe, we take all of that out and just dice it up real small.
So to Mexicans, what you just said is you took all the fun out.
Yeah.
And you can absolutely leave it in.
Up in here.
And if you want to make
veins back in there.
If you want to make it at home, you can do it that way.
Spoken like a true white chick.
Right. She said at home and waved her hand at me. She's like, oh, you're home.
All right, and then so we've got also some diced red bell pepper and then some cilantro. And this is such a good herb, and it's so good for you. And you don't even have to chop it up small. You can just kind of tear it in there, and it's really good, just like this in the leaf form.
Now on the break, we were talking about things like limes and lemons, and in this case, that you can actually spice up, make something taste completely different with just adding a couple of items like that.
Absolutely, and if you're watching your sodium or your salt intake, lemons and limes are one of the really great ways to do that, because they add property to your dishes that taste a little bit salty without adding the salt.
Now, hold on. I know this thing does what it's supposed to do. All the juice comes out at once. Yeah. But there's a little trick that you were doing on the break that I just want to show everybody. And please let us in on that, because that's a really awesome trick.
All right, so these little limes here, they were a little bit hard. And so to get the juices out, you just put your palm on it and you just kind of press it and roll it. And that kind of releases the juices. You can also pop it in the microwave for about 20 seconds, and that kind of gets the juices moving. Wow. And so that way, once you cut it open, the juice is ready to just come right out.
You know what you can also do? You can get your round piece of wood and some masa, and you can make me some tortillas there real quick while you're at it. And just boom, and we can
and we could have our salsa with them. Yeah.
Lime flavored.
Oh yeah.
Don't you love the way I totally bring an unhealthy option to your healthy option?
That's why you're here. That's why you're here, Ron.
You're learning how to eat healthier.
All right, well let's...
Now this already looks like something kind of like fancy.
It looks fancy, but you saw it was easy.
It's the it took just a couple of moments.
It did, and I'm going to set a little bit aside here for you, because we're going to add a little squeeze of honey into here, and I know you're doing the vegan diet, and so before we add any animal stuff, I'm going to put some for you.
That's very thoughtful of you. Now, I know a lot of people out there wondering what's wrong with honey. Honey is not like an animal-based thing. There is this big, I'm going to keep this really brief, but there's this discussion between vegan, pro-honey and against honey kind of thing, and there is this understanding that the bees are forced to make more honey than is even imaginable in the universe. So it's not so much that it's against the vegan diet, it's more like of a political thing. So I'm gonna not make anybody mad and not have honey today.
Well, see, here's the thing. I never imagined that there was a honey drama going on in the world, but apparently there is.
There is honey.
Bam.
But we're gonna have a little bit.
I'm gonna have a lot of it.
Yeah.
Party time, you guys.
It adds a really nice sweetness.
How about that?
It adds a really nice element to this dish, because it's just a little bit more sweet, a little touch of sweet.
I think I just discovered a way to make you like honey more.
Yeah. Put it on anything?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like
That's
it?
delicious.
It really is.
You're not supposed to talk with your mouth full, but this is really, really good. Well, thanks for watching Comedian's Kitchen and Staying Healthy San Antonio. We want to thank the San Antonio Food Bank. They've had us here all month long.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Amber, for all the great recipes and all the stuff that you've been making for us and all the information. Be sure to check out the websites and look into all that, and we appreciate it. And we're going to be coming to you from another local kitchen here on our next episode, so stay tuned, okay?
Find out all this information at stayinghealthysanantonio.tv. We'll see you next time.
What's up?
Awesome!
Thanks, guys. That's delicious stuff. And of course, we would love to keep the conversation going on our Facebook page, Staying Healthy San Antonio, where we'll have recipes and a repeat of this show. So stay tuned for that. But as usual, thank you so much for being here for us on Staying Healthy San Antonio, and we'll see you next Saturday.